Namaste. Today I am here to have a small talk on Asamyukta Hasta Mudras. Asamyukta Hasta Mudras are the different hand gestures using one single hand. Some of the Hasta Mudras we can show it using both the hands, which are called Samyukta Hasta Mudras. Others which we will be showing using one single hand, they will be called Asamyukta Hasta Mudras. I'll be talking specifically about the mudras which are very commonly used and which are at present used in most of the Indian classical dance forms, including Kathak. So the prayog or the application of Hasta Mudras, it is called Viniyoga, and as I proceed with the discussion, I will also be showing few applications or Viniyoga of Hasta Mudras. I'll not go into detail based on the shlokas as given in Natyasastra or the other texts, Abhinay Darpan for example, but I'll be strictly restricting my talk on the usage of Hasta Mudras which are practically used in our day-to-day life to show different things or to bring out a particular emotion. Starting with the first Hasta Mudra, Pataka. So Pataka is a flat palm, open palm, fingers all joined, thumb beside the index finger. Thumb is not coming in the forward direction, so it is staying in the same plane as that of the other fingers. So this is Pataka. As the name suggests, it is Pataka, so it is used for showing flag. So if you are showing a fluttering flag, fluttering in wind, so this is a flag. This can also be used to show clouds. Okay, so you can show clouds using Pataka Mudra. Maybe I should shift a little bit back so that the things are visible. Now, as I show Pataka, this very commonly in our day-to-day life, this will be used to show stop or negation. So, don't come here. Your entry is restricted. Stop going from there. So you are stopping someone. You are you are also showing some kind of negation. For example, don't do this. Don't come here. You are not allowed inside this place. So all kind of stopping or any kind of negative statement, don't do this, don't do that, don't come here. So all these negative statements you can use Pataka. You can also show waves. Okay, so it can be waves on water. It can also be gentle breeze, the wind, the gentle wind. Okay, and it can also be used to show a copy, for example. So this is my copy and I'm writing. This is again a separate hand mudra. We'll come to it later. So this is a copy and you are writing. So any kind of writing space, Pataka will be used. And then you can also use this to show khadga. So sword. Okay, so you are killing someone. So for example, Devi is slaying the demons. All these different things can be shown using Pataka mudra. Next mudra, which is Tripataka. Tripataka is folding the ring finger slightly in the forward direction, and other fingers are all joined and they are straight up. This has mainly use in showing mukut, okay, the crown of the king, right? So this can be used to show mukut. This can also be used to show the trees. So this is the root, the stem, and then the branches which are flaring out. Okay, so trees, climbers, plants, all this Tripataka can be used. Again, while showing Tripataka in showing plants or trees, we are using both the hands. So the usage here is Samyukta Hasta. That is, we are using both the hands. This can also be used to show thunder. Okay, so the rain clouds have struck a thunder, lightning. So all this can be used in Tripataka. Also, we can show deep or diya. So if you are showing arti, for example, of any deity, so you use your pataka to touch, pataka on the left hand to touch the right elbow here, and in the left hand you show Tripataka like this. So this actually shows the fire of the lamp, and this is your lamp. This thing is showing the lamp, and this is the Agni Shikha with the ring finger up, and you can show Arti. Okay, whenever you are showing Arti of any deity, you can use Tripataka. Then it can also be used to show writing. So you are writing something. So this can be used to show your pen, right? This can also be used to show arrow. Okay, so this is the bow on the left hand, and on the right hand you are taking the arrow up from the quiver, and then you are placing it in your bow, and then you are releasing it. As you release, you do this Tripataka hand movement or hand gesture. Okay, so this is also an application of Tripataka. We come to the next mudra, which is Ardhapataka. Ardhapataka is again from Pataka. Fold the last two fingers, that is the little finger and the ring finger, like this. So this is Ardhapataka. This will be used to show leaves. Okay, the leaves of a tree. This can also be used to show any kind of knife or sharp object. You are trying to cut something, maybe vegetables or things like that. So any kind of sharp object, or if you are trying to kill someone, so you are like inserting the knife in someone's stomach. So all these different kind of sharp instruments you can use Ardhapataka. Kartari mukha. Kartari mukha is from here, from Ardhapataka, you separate the two fingers, the index finger and the central finger, out to make a cone like this. Okay, so this is Kartari mukha. Kartari, the word means scissor. So any kind of cutting, if you are cutting a cloth or maybe cutting small pieces of something. So you can use this mudra. You can also use this mudra to show separation, maybe separation from your beloved or from your other, maybe your parents who has died. So this shows separation. You are being separated, right? So you do this, a kind of rotational movement with your wrist, and you show Kartari mukha. That shows separation. Again, Kartari mukha will also be used to show eyes. So, for example, if you are showing your eyes of Lord Krishna, so you start like this, and as you look up, you do Kartari mukha, so that the cone which is made here with your fingers, that coincides or highlights the corner of your eye here. Okay, so like this. So this can also be used to show eyes. Then again, Kartari mukha can also be used to show thunder or lightning. And I said it is used to show separation. It can also mean separation from life itself. So it can mean death as well. The next mudra that we will be talking about is called Mayura. Mayura is done like this. So you fold the ring finger and touch the tip of the ring finger with the thumb. Other fingers are all joined and they are straight up. That is Mayura. Now this can be used to show the face of a peacock, or like this when the peacock is looking at the surroundings. The feathers of the peacock, you can show it like this. The tail of the peacock is fanned out like this. So the peacock dancing in the rain, you can gently shake the mudra so that it shows that the peacock is dancing in the rain. It can also be used to show the Shikipucha, that is the peacock feather on the crown of Lord Krishna. And this can also be used to show tilakam. Okay, so any kind of tilak, if you want to show, you can use this mudra. Also, it can be used to show separation of your hair. So you are parting your hair. Then also you can use Mayura mudra. Mayura mudra can also be used to show sprinkling of water. So you are sprinkling water like this, or maybe like this. Next we come to the mudra called Ardhachandra. Ardhachandra is this. Okay, so this looks like a moon, and Ardhachandra is used to show pranam, which is you are asking for blessings. So you are joining to Ardhachandra. It can be used to show your waist. Okay, you are standing like this. So it can be used to show your waist. So you are holding, using Ardhachandra, you are holding your waist and you are standing like this. Very commonly used in showing Krishna standing and watching Gopikas there. Okay, so that is another use of Ardhachandra. Next we come to Arala. So this is Arala mudra, where the first finger and the thumb, they are joined tip to tip. Other fingers are all held tightly up. Okay, now this Arala mudra can be used to show you are drinking something. Okay, so any kind of liquid that you are drinking, you can show this. Rains falling, you can show using Arala Mudra. The drops of rain as they fall on the ground, you can show it like this. Okay, Mushti is a fist and the thumb is in front of all the fingers which are curled inside. This again, as it is showing a fist, this is very commonly will be used to show any kind of war or a fight scene. Okay, so if you want to show any kind of battles where the wrestlers are, they are fighting with one another, you will be needing this. Okay, so any kind of fighting, you are trying to lift something heavy, maybe a bucket of water. In that case, again Mushti. Mushti will also be used if you are showing that you are adamant about something. So like this. So I am determined to kill that demon. So it's like that. Your determination, your strength, that also you can show. So you can use your Mushti like this to show your biceps, and you can like show I am strong enough or powerful enough to slay that demon. So it's like that. That is the attitude. Next we come to Shikhara. Shikhara, from Mushti, you raise the thumb up. That is Shikhara. Shikhara is again very commonly used to show Kam Bhav, which is like your carnal feelings. Also, Pataka on the left hand, if you keep it like this, and Shikhara, if you keep it on top, it shows Shiva Linga. Right? It can also be used to show Adhara, your lower lip. It can also be used to show Tilakam. You are wearing a tilak. Now, Shikhara Mudra can also be used to show your teeth, okay, along with the lower lip. Shikhara Mudra can also be used to show ringing of a bell. So if you are showing Aarti, on the left hand you are ringing the bell, and on the right hand you are holding Pataka Mudra to show you are holding the thali, and you are doing Aarti of any deity. So left hand has to be moved constantly to show that you are ringing the bell, and the right hand you are rotating in the clockwise direction to show you are doing Aarti of your deity. Another use of Shikhara Mudra is you can depict bow like this. So this can be the bow of Rama, right? It can also show the bow of Kamadeva or Madana. So this is the bow. Sometimes the bow can also be used like this. So you take the little finger out as well to give the appearance of a bow, okay, and then you take the arrow out from your quiver and then you put it and then you release the arrow. Next we come to another mudra called Suchi. Suchi is you are joining all the fingers with the tip of the thumb and only the index finger is out. So this is Suchi. In Suchi, the exact word in English is pointer. So you're pointing at things. So any kind of expression which requires pointing, you can use Suchi. So go there, come here. It can also be used to show negative statement or any kind of negation. don't speak, don't go there. So all these again can be shown using Suchi mudra. Also, Suchi can be used to show, obviously, number one. It can also be used to show Parabrahma Tattva. So, from Pataka, which is held in front of your chest, you move up your right hand with the Suchi up, and eyes, you look up. That shows your dhyanam on Paramatma. The next mudra that we can talk about is Chandrakala. Chandrakala is this. So fold the other fingers, only the index finger is out and the thumb is out. This is showing a crescent moon, very commonly used to show Shikhara Shiv, right? So this is showing the crescent moon on Shiva's head. Next we come to the mudra called Padma kosha. Padma kosha is like this. So you bring close all the fingers together to create something like this, which shows Padma kosha, which is the inner core of the lotus flower. So you show this, and how it can be used to show that you are eating. Okay, then we come to Sarpa sirsha. Sarpa sirsha is this. So joining all the fingers in Pataka, you fold the upper portion of your fingers slightly to make the hood of a snake. Okay, so that is Sarpa sirsha, your Sarpa sirsha. It shows snake. So obviously a slithering snake, and then you can show like this, a snake crawling, and suddenly it has lifted its hood up. You can very commonly use this to show the snakes which are around the neck of Shiva. Okay, so you make a Sarpa sirsha, go round and hold it just above your shoulder. So you can show it here, Phani Bhushana Shiva, or you can show it in the other direction as well, on the left or on the right. Okay, you can show it on both the hands as well. So this hand is going down, and the other hand you take it around and then you hold it just above your shoulder, right shoulder. Sarpa sirsha, this can also be used to show Anjali. So if you are offering something to any deity, then also you can use Sarpa sirsha. Mriga sirsha. So fold all the fingers except the little finger, which is held up, and the thumb is joined with the other fingers. So this is Mriga sirsha. Mriga sirsha, it shows the head of a Mriga, which is a deer, and this can also be used to show any female. Okay, also this can be used to show, to call someone. You are calling someone, come here. You are asking to meet with someone. So any kind of milan. Okay, you are going to meet someone. So then also you can use Mriga sirsha. Next we come to Simha mukha. Simha mukha is this one. Now Simha mukha is joining the central finger and the ring finger with the tip of the thumb and raising the index finger and the little finger up. So any kind of animal which has a pointed face like this, okay, so they can be used, they can be shown using this Simha mukha. For example, it can show a deer's face, it can show lion's face, it can show a dog's face, a bull's face, cow's face, any kind of animal which has a pointed face like this. And this is very commonly used to show Krishna who is attending the cows. So on left hand you hold the Simha mukha to show the cow, and on the right hand you hold the Suchi mudra to show Krishna is herding the cows. Okay, the next mudra that we can talk about is Kapittha. In Kapittha, the word Kapittha comes from the word elephant apple. So elephant apple is a tree and its seed actually looks like this, like a hook. So how do you do that? You fold the index finger around the thumb like this to join tip to tip of the index and the thumb. Rest of the fingers are curled down and it's like this. So this actually is a Kapittha. Now Kapittha mudra is generally used to show a bird which is sitting on the branch of a tree, a sitting bird. How this part acts as the head and this part acts as the body of the bird, and this small extension here is the beak of the bird. So if you are trying to show koel singing, so you can show it like cuckoo, 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 like this. So if you are showing spring, during springtime, a koel is singing on the branch of a tree. So this is a tree, and on the branch, Kapittha, a koel is singing cuckoo, cuckoo. Kapittha mudra is used to depict all female deities. So if you hold it in front of your chest like this, it can represent Lakshmi, Saraswati. If you hold it on both the hands, Lakshmi, then it can be used to show Lalita Devi or any kind of other female deity. Now Kapittha can also be used to show that you are holding Achal. So like this, someone is pulling your Achal and you are trying to take your Achal back. So at that point of time, the tug of war that is going on between you and the other person, for example, Krishna is holding the Achal and the Gopika is trying to get rid of him. So there is this tug of war happening between Gopika and Krishna. So in that case, you can also use Kapittha. Kapittha mudra can also be used to show milking of the cows like this. Now, since we have done quite a few number of Hasta mudras, this was Simha mukha, right? So on Simha mukha, if I put Shikhara mudra on top, it actually shows Shiva riding the bull Nandi Vahana, right? This representing Shikhara mudra representing Shivalinga and the Simha mukha representing Nandi. So this can also be, swayed gently to show Shiva is coming riding Nandi. Now sometimes a lion head is represented like this, with all the hairs fanning around its face. So on the left hand, if you are showing a lion like this, and on the right hand you show Kapittha, which is a Devi Suchak mudra, and if you keep it on top, it shows Devi riding a lion. Okay, so this is also a very commonly used mudra to show Devi going for a battle to slay the demons. Next, we come to a very commonly used mudra called Alapadma. Alapadma is where you separate out all the fingers, you stretch out so that the tips of your fingers carry energy. It should not be held loose, it must be stretched nicely, and the thumb is again stretched in the other direction. Okay, so this is Alapadma. Alapadma is very commonly used to show lotus flower. So a bloomed lotus, you can show two Alapadmas joined together, a big lotus flower. Or Alapadma, if used on one hand, can show blooming flowers. Alapadma can also be used to show you are asking questions. Who are you? What do you mean? Where are you going? Why are you here? So any kind of question you can show Alapadma. Alapadma can also be used to show the bun of your hair. Okay, and also it can be used to show pride. Okay, so these are the different uses of Alapadma. Next we come to this mudra called Bhramara. So folding the index finger at the base of your thumb, touching the central finger and the thumb tip to tip. Other fingers are straight up. This is Bhramara, which is used to show a honeybee, or it can be used to depict any kind of bee or any kind of flying insect as well. So you just shake or vibrate the two fingers which are up, and you can show that the bees and all these insects are flying. So on the left hand, if you are doing Alapadma to show flower, on the right hand, if you are showing Bhramara mudra, and if you are just hovering the mudra on top of Alapadma, in that case this would represent a honeybee is trying to fetch honey from the flower. Again, this imagery is very commonly used to show Vasant or spring. Next we come to this mudra called Hamsasya. There is a small difference between Hamsasya and Arala. In Arala, the fingers are all joined. Index finger and the thumb, they are joined tip to tip. Whereas in Hamsasya, again the index finger and the thumb, they are joined. The fingers are slightly separated. So this is Hamsasya. Hamsasya represents obviously a Hamsa. Okay, and it is used to show something beautiful. For example, Adharam, Madhuram. So any kind of Madhurya bhav, any kind of anything which is beautiful, you show. This is so beautiful. Hamsasya can also be used to show that you are imparting knowledge to someone. For example, Gautama Buddha. You will see this posture in many of the statues of Gautama Buddha, which represents he is imparting knowledge to his disciples. So again, Hamsasya mudra will be used here. Hamsasya mudra can again be used to show that you are writing or you are painting something. Hamsasya can also be used to show different pearl jewelry. For example, it can be used to show your earrings. You are putting the jewelry on your ears, or your nose pin, the mukta, which is hanging there from your nose. These will also use Hamsasya mudra. Next we come to a very commonly used mudra again called Mukula. In Mukula, we join all the fingers together around the thumb, tip of the thumb, and we show like this. So this shows unopened flower or a bud. Mukul, literally, mukula means a bud. And this can also be used to show few, that is few things. Give me few alms, or can you show some mercy? So some, few, all these ideas will be depicted using this Mukula mudra. Next mudra that we can talk about is called a Tamrachura. So from Suchi mudra was this. You just fold slightly the index finger down, and then you fold the other fingers as well and lock it using your thumb. So this curved thing is Tamrachura, which actually represents the khadga of Devi, maybe Chandika or Devi Kali. All these Devis who carry khadga in their hands, you can show using Tamrachura. Showing Kataka mukha is like this. So you curl the index finger around your thumb and stretch your central finger down and the other two fingers like this, so that this kind of a shape comes, right? Now this can be used in different ways. In Kathak, this is mostly used to show ghungat. So you are taking the veil like this, and then you are opening the veil or ghungat in Pataka, and then you are looking there. So on one hand also you can show Kataka mukha using the veil and then taking the veil up like this. The last mudra that we will be talking about is called Trishula, which is this, which is very commonly used to show trident of Lord Shiva. So Trishula like this, and holding the shaft of the Trishula on the left hand using a Mushti like this, you can show that Lord Shiva is holding Trishula like this. Also, if Devi Durga slaying Mahishasura like this, so on the left hand you are showing the Trishula mudra, on the right hand you are showing Shikhara mudra to show that Devi Durga slaying Mahisha. These are some of the very commonly used Hasta Mudras which I have tried to discuss along with its Viniyoga. I hope you find this useful, and further suggestions to improve this video is most welcome. Thank you.